What's up, everybody? I'm David Hain. Welcome to episode 254 of the A2D From Addict to Disciple podcast. If you enjoy this podcast, please like, subscribe, follow, and share the link with your friends. If you'd like to get our curriculum, you can get the paperback or ebook of From Ashes to Destiny on Amazon. Today's episode, number 254, of the A2D From Addict to Disciple podcast is entitled, Who Am I? This was, let's call it a journal entry or a poem written by a friend of mine at Tower of Life in Krugersdorp, South Africa, and his name is William. And you guys know that as we're going through the curriculum, I keep a focus, especially in phase 2, of writing your story of your childhood and journaling your thoughts and asking questions. And I'm really grateful that William took that to heart and wrote his thoughts and gave me permission to share it with you today in this podcast. So thanks, William, and here goes, everybody. This is entitled, Who Am I? Who am I? I don't know yet. I feel all alone in the dark. What am I? I don't know. I feel like a stranger, an outsider, with nobody. Feels like there's something missing in my life. It feels like a hole deep inside, as if I'm falling with no end. It is like I am walking a road where there is no road. Why is this happening to me? Where is everyone? What has happened to me? I keep looking at a wall and I can't get to the other side. It feels as if I'm in a small locked room. Feel like I am locked away from everything and everyone. I'm calling and there is no answer. Why does this feeling not want to leave me alone? I can't escape from my past. Even the devil is holding me chained up with chains deep within inside. I'm longing for something. I just can't get to it. I am being held back. I am lost in this world. I want to escape, but I can't. I don't know how. I don't know where to start, because if you start, there is no end. What plans do I make? What decisions do I make? Because you never know which one. I feel so bad about what I did. It feels like I am a bad instrument, a bad person, a human walking alone. A lot of people say, just be calm. How? Where do I start? How do I begin? Sometimes I want to run, but to where? Why? How? I feel like giving up, but there is something holding me back. So, again, thank you, William. Deep thoughts, and I'm sure a lot of you were stirred by some of William's thoughts there. So I'd like to go back and point some of my reactions to them and just see if we can get you thinking a little deeper. So William started with, who am I? I don't know yet. I want to ask you, what doubts do you have about yourself? Do you know who you are? Are you just riddled with confusion trying to figure out who you are? William's 20 years old, but this can be for someone of any age. Do you really know who you are at this stage in your life and who you want to be? William said, I feel all alone in the dark. Do you feel like you're just all alone, sort of roaming around in the dark? You know, in the dark, we sort of feel our way slowly and we stub our toe and bump into things, and we don't really see the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. William also said, I feel like a stranger, an outsider with nobody. So there, I want to ask you, Do you feel that outsider, that stranger, a nobody? Are your questions around where do you belong? Where do you fit in? Do you really belong and fit in anywhere? William said, it feels like there's something missing in my life. It feels like a hole deep inside, as if I'm falling with no end. I want to ask you, what's missing in your life? Do you feel like it's even bigger than missing, like William did, like you've just sort of fallen in a hole? Your life has become a downward spiral in a hole with no end. And William also said, it's like I'm walking a road where there is no road. And so that, to me, just makes me think about, how do you even make your way if you're walking and you don't even see a road, you don't see the path, there's no direction. It's just sort of an aimless meandering or roaming here and there. Do you have those thoughts where there's no plan, there's no road, there's no destination? Or even if there is a destination, you can't see the road to walk to get there. Then William questioned, where is everyone? What happened to me? So I want to ask you, where is everyone? Where did all the people in your life go? How did you find yourself all alone? What happened? William says he feels like he's in a small locked room and that he's locked away from everything and everyone. So that really fits that, where is everyone? What happened? And being in a small locked room, we can feel like there's not only no way out of that room, but there's no way into where everyone else is. What do you do when you feel like that, where there's no way out and no way to get back into where you want to go? William said, why does this feeling not want to leave me alone? And as I read that, I'm thinking of those feelings that become voices in our head, those things that haunt us, and we can't silence the voices. They don't want to leave us alone. They want to keep us caught in this confusion and doubt. They want to keep us caught in this feeling alone and feeling that we have no path. William said, I can't escape from my past. And he feels like he's chained up, and these memories of the past are chained up deep inside him. What do you do with those feelings from the past? Do you feel there are some that really are keeping you chained up and there's no way to break free of the chains? William said he's longing for something that he can't get it. And he feels like he just wants to escape, but he doesn't know how. He doesn't know even where to start, because if you start, there is no end. Is that you? Do you feel like you're chained in and you just want to break free? You want to escape, but you don't know where to start. And the fear sets in that if you start, there's no end. So is it safer to just stay chained up and not even start? William says, how do I even make plans? How do I make decisions? Because I never know which one's right. And is that you? Are you constantly questioning yourself, what decision do I make? I don't even know the question to think about, to make the decision. How do I make plans when I don't know which way to go? And then William really gets, I think, to the core of his dilemma that we've been reading about in his words. And that is, I feel so bad about what I did. It feels like I am a bad instrument, a bad person. Are you riddled with remorse? Are you riddled with guilt and shame over something you did? and feel that that thing that you did, that choice that you made, that direction you went, proved that you're a bad instrument, a bad person? Or can you find the true good inside? William's struggling to find that because he says, I feel like I'm a human walking alone. And the people tell him, hey, just stay calm. Do you have that issue too, that even people who you would hope could help you or hope they could point you in the right direction, all they're saying is like, hey, it's no big deal, just stay calm, it'll pass, don't worry about it? William says, sometimes I want to run. And is that a solution that you've taken, where you've just become a runner? You don't know where you're going, you don't know why or how, but just running to a new place, a new environment, a new friend, a new relationship you hope might be an answer. But as those run dry, do you get to that point where William did at the end of his journal, where he said, I feel like giving up, but there's something holding me back? Are you at that crossroads where you just feel like giving up, running and just staying chained and staying stuck, but you know there's something holding you back from giving up? And to me, that's the hope. The thing holding you back from giving up is that voice deep inside that says, I'm not a bad person. I've got something to offer. There is a place that I belong. Thanks for listening to this episode of the A to D from Addict to Disciple podcast. I hope you could identify with that. And if you could, I want to encourage you to talk. I want to encourage you to talk out your thoughts, to write your things down, to ask the questions, find someone that you can share with. If you'd like to message me, you can do it on the link in this podcast. You can send me an email at davidfroma2d@gmail.com, or go to my website, www.froma2d.org, and click on the contact page. If you're listening on Spotify, you can leave your comments by clicking on the link they provide on that platform. Keep listening to future podcast episodes, and as always, stay safe and stay resilient.